Hello, hello, my lovely Aries. Welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope everyone is doing well. Aries, we have Thanatos and the box, the riddle, the ring, the mirror, agape, the womb, the mystic, and the river. Oof. I don't know. I mean, I just feel like there's an idea of like, I guess if we're just going to like continue with the reads as they have been, like you going to the other side, you just recognizing that like you cannot be, there's no progress to be had if you're constantly being, like put in situations where you're battling people who are, I feel like it's just I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like, I genuinely, that's such a fractured idea. That's such an absurd mentality that, like, why is it that you think that you can incite anything from me? Okay, Aries. I don't understand how this is so confusing to you. Because again, I just feel like this, like, because I'm going to the other side, I'm committed to, more than what just meets the eye. That was in somebody else's read. I don't remember who now. But I mean, it's just the idea of like, there's more to it. And because I know that there's more to it than that, I'm not gonna give up on it. I'm not going to just sit around twiddling my thumbs wondering what it is that I can or cannot do. I'm gonna do the very thing that calls to me. I'm gonna go in the direction that I know that's the direction I need to go. And you can say that's the wrong way, that's the wrong way, that's the wrong way. But all of the evidence points to the fact that you were the wrong way. Ugh. And I just feel like somebody was holding on to some idea and trying to drag you down a rabbit hole, and you let them take you but so far until you were like, nah, stop. I know that there's more to it than this. Okay, Aries. Aries, I feel like of all of the signs, you always have the most panicky energy. You're just frantic. I feel like you're in a frantic energy right now. Honestly, like I was feeling super chill. And now I just feel like, oh my God, I can't breathe. Like I have to do this thing. I have to let this go. I don't know. It's just, it's an intense I feel tense, Thankfully, I'm getting a massage soon. I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. The Page of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. I just feel like there was lack that needs to be, like, that is blocking my progress, and this is a direction that I need to go. The Page of Wands is a message. Usually it's like super casual. Just kind of like a, hey, like, what do you think about this? And I almost kind of feel like that frantic energy. I wonder if some of my Aries don't have Pisces in their chart or aren't dealing with the Pisces, because this feels very similar to the Pisces read to me somehow. But it's just kind of this idea of like, why are you going to miss out on this opportunity? Like, hey, let's do this. I don't know what that is, but it feels just like this offer. And I feel like the offer comes when you're trying to leave all this stuff behind. And now, so like say what the escape room was in your reads for a while too, but like you make it out of the escape room and it's like, okay, I know that I made it out. I know that I have a direction that I want to go. And I feel like passing somebody along the way. That was in Virgo's read for a while too. It's just like, it's all going down now, I guess. But just this idea of like, moving forward in a direction that you had promised yourself that you were going to go in, because you were done like being capped out by other people's confusion and other people's fractured ideas and their attempts to like manipulate according to falsified documents. That's what I want to say. But that's bad karma. So good to get away from that, right? Okay. The Hanged Man, the Empress, the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, and Temperance. Well, I mean, I love this because, again, it's just, like, I've been working on myself. I've been missing out on things that, like, I knew eventually I would get there because I, like, this whole missing out business is just, like, not for Aries. And really needing to see things differently because I feel like you felt like your value was somehow limited in its placement. But I think seeing that very differently now, I don't know. I just want to say, like, we go through stages in life. We experience things for a reason. And I would say 9 times out of 10, we don't understand what that reason is until we're out of it, you know, until we're past it. And then once we've passed it, we're able to look back at it and be like, oh, wow, like I can see how, because of all of that shit that I did not even want to, you know, like now this is all situated, you know, like in my favor. So that I can go to what it is that I'm committed to and that offers, you know, like a sense of security. Because again, Aries, I just feel like blessing and a curse, like we all have them, and your blessing and your curse is your speed, your ability to just like, to not hesitate in taking action. You know, and sometimes that's a curse, but sometimes it is a blessing. And there are plenty of times in life where we are faced with difficult decisions and nobody wants to make that decision. And I feel like Aries can pull through and make a decision when nobody else can. And I feel like you've pulled through and made a decision that nobody else could. There are probably some people, because I feel like that was in your last read too, of like you made it to the other side and there are people who are pissed at you. Like, how dare you? And you're like, well, I don't know. Like, I tried to tell you and you weren't having it, you know? But now I'm over here and you're over there. So I'm just going to keep going. You know, and I think that opportunity is, it's almost like it's there on the other side. And I almost feel like it's an opportunity that is like you have to like grab, I think of like grabbing the bull by the horns, but like taking an opportunity, like I can't miss out on this opportunity, you know, because you don't always get but one opportunity. And I just I almost feel like I missed my opportunity, which that makes me think of one of the reads from like this summer of like the bus and like you can't, or like you're going on a trip and there's like you only have one ticket for entry and nobody else can come, and you're like, I can't keep dragging you guys, like this is becoming dead weight to me. And I feel like that's kind of still present here of like that, like, well, if you're just going to be dead weight, I will be stuck, and I can't drag everyone fighting tooth and nail every single step of the way. Super sorry. You know what I mean? Like, there are things that I need to do. That feels very present in this read today of just like, I've got things that I need to do. I've got an opportunity that I need to take advantage of, and I literally cannot drag your ass across. So I'm going to go ahead and go. You can figure out how to get across. You know, like, unless you're my children, in which case call me, I'll come get you. You know what I mean? But like, but other than that, you know, I just kind of feel like you're like, okay, like everybody else can just, like, that's not my problem. I know that my value is in taking opportunities and not missing out. Like, that's a gift. That is like an in real life gift that you have, Aries. And I feel like in this moment in time, it feels like a real life gift. And I feel like it's a relief that it's a real life gift, because it's kind of felt like a burden for a while. It's kind of felt way more like a curse than it has a blessing. It's felt like a lot of frantic energy and no peace that follows. And I just kind of feel like that frantic energy in a lot of ways was experienced because you were trying to get people across who weren't going to go across with you. And it was making you frantic. And when you drop that dead weight and you make it to the other side, that frantic energy is no longer frantic. Because I don't know, like I think of like stepping out of your head and into your senses. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know, I feel like, especially with massage, you know, you're dealing with like a very sensory type of energy. And so it removes that headiness, you know, and that need to, you know, like overthink things. And it allows for you to just like feel, because the body speaks, you know. And I just kind of feel like this sensory of like, I'm like, la 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 la, I can't hear you, you're too far away. You know, like I'm over here feeling my way into my opportunity and into my success. Sealing the bubble behind you. I don't know, Aries. I mean, it's a very interesting read. Let's do some more clarifiers. I don't know. I guess I always feel like I'm like, who knows what to expect. And honestly, the bigger my channel gets, thank you guys so much for like finding me and sticking around with me and, you know, like sharing your energy with me, because I love like this story of life. And I feel like the more stories that are shared, like the bigger the picture gets and the bigger the story gets and the more interconnected we feel. And I just think it's such a beautiful thing to be able to like experience this with you all. So thank you. But you have the Hermit, the Four of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. And again, it's just kind of that like, I have to do this on my own. I can't drag everybody along on this opportunity, because again, it's just that energy of like dragging dead weight and feeling this flustered idea of like, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to miss out. You know, and it's like, well, why can't I just carry them along? And it's like, because when you are on a journey, you do not carry dead weight, period. End of story. You know, and it's just kind of like, I feel like you're going on that new opportunity. You're going in that new direction. And I think it gives you almost like a sense of, I feel like this, it's exhausting when you feel like you're having to carry along, like, sorry to keep calling people dead weight. You know what I mean though, you know, like people who lack ambition, people who, you know, like they don't want to have to be bigger, so they want to make you be smaller, you know, like they don't want to have to learn anything new, so they want to keep you from exploring. They don't want to have to, you know, like they want to dictate and control everything, so they want to keep you from having a voice in any of it. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, ew, 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 ew. None of that felt safe. And yet it was something that you were trying to provide a safe space for. And it's like, you can't, that's not how that works. And I just kind of feel like you are understanding safe space in a new, like, it's like a new definition of safe space. And I love that, Aries, honestly, because you deserve to have a safe space. And I think that a lot of times it's laid at your feet that you don't deserve a safe space because you don't provide a safe space, because you are very adventurous, because you are very go here, go here, go here, go here. And to people who are very like fixed and solid and set in their ways, that feels dangerous. You know, like again, to go back to the bike, you know, like riding the bike with B around the wall, like it's like, obviously, like I would not trust just anybody to do that. And I feel like you've had a lot of people who haven't trusted you to do something and they've blamed it on you. And I feel like you're making it out. You're not trying to drag people into a safe space anymore. You're just going. And when you get there, I think that you just like it, things make sense to you that didn't make sense to you before. You develop a sense of security that I think you had questioned, because I almost get this feeling of like, if there's no entry and you have to earn your way in, you know, like this isn't Bible camp here, you know, it's not like everyone is welcome, you know, like all your sins are forgiven. It's like, no, this is a real life camp where people actually earn things and they take risks and they, you know what I mean? Like they don't hold back because somebody told them that they should, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of like that can be utilized in a wonderful way, because you're exploratory, because you're not afraid to discover new things. And so when you're with people who discover and learn and uncover and create, that frantic energy becomes transformed into some sort of creative freedom. And I love that. Aries. Okay. I think we need to do one more card. I feel like, did we do a last card? I don't know. I just got the tear. Oh, Aries, why? I don't know. I feel like it is almost like a cleansing sense of a tear. It feels like relief. It feels like relief and a new definition of safety. And it's one that I don't think you'd ever really even considered. And that's what's so new about it. Okay, well, Aries, if this does resonate with you, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all again soon. Bye.